Well, at the end of the day, Dame is always gonna sound smart to a stupid nigga. That's just that's just the way he's very highly educated, has a great vocabulary, knows how to talk, talks very well, over talks people. So to who ain't paying attention, he always gonna sound smart. And not in a dumb nigga either. Dame's smart in general, very smart guy. So let's do the first thing. Would it be bad if he's the chairman of Revolt? I don't give a no disrespect to Revolt. I don't work for Revolt. I license my show back here, Talk with Flea, to them down there, Revolt. I don't work for Revolt. So if he's the chairman of Revolt, or if he thinks he's the chairman of Revolt, I just think he's a man sitting in a chair. You see, at the end of the day, if you think if you that's like, to me, I don't care. It's not going to change my check. It's not going to change my deal.
Cameron just sent a loud message to the whole industry that nobody controls his business, not even Dame Dash. See, what makes this moment crazy isn't just what Cameron said, it's what he didn't say. He could have gone left, he could have thrown shots, but instead he broke it down like a real businessman. He made it clear that his deal with Revolt is on his own terms. Nobody owns him, nobody signs his checks, and no matter what title somebody claims, it doesn't affect his bag. Now here's where it gets deep. Cam didn't just respond to the rumors about Dame being the chairman at Revolt. He dissected the whole mindset behind it. He basically said, if you're fighting to be somewhere people don't want you, what's the point? And that's the type of talk you only get from somebody who's grown through experience. Because at one point, Cam and Dame were side by side making moves in the Rock days. But now, Cam's showing how business maturity looks when ego doesn't lead the way. Now I'm about to play this clip for y'all, but before I do, I just need y'all to like, leave y'all thoughts down below in the comment section, and subscribe. Let's get into it.
Would it be so bad if he was the chairman at Revolt? Because let me tell you something about people. I would say about 70-30 people believe that he's not, and there's 30% that believe that he is, because they like, yo, he got the proof. He got the Texas. He got the break it down. You know, and well, first answer, would it be so bad if he was the chair, if he was made the chairman at Revolt, and then second, break down the story, because a lot of people don't know what to think.
Yeah. Well, at the end of the day, Dame is always gonna sound smart to a stupid nigga. That's just the way he's very highly educated, has a great vocabulary, knows how to talk shit, talks very well, over talks people. So to a nigga who ain't paying attention, he always gonna sound smart. And not in a dumb nigga neither. Dame's smart in general, very smart guy. So let's do the first thing. Would it be bad if he's the chairman of Revolt? I don't give a fuck. No disrespect to Revolt. I don't work for Revolt. I license my show back here, Talk with Flea, to them down there, Revolt. I don't work for Revolt. So if he's the chairman of Revolt, or if he thinks he's the chairman of Revolt, I just think he's a man sitting in a chair. You see, at the end of the day, if you think if you that's like, to me, I don't care. It's not going to change my check. It's not going to change my deal. I don't work for Revolt, so you can never be my boss. That's first and foremost. Secondly, I never seen a nigga fighting to be somewhere where nobody wants him. Why are you fighting to get in a party when nobody in the party wants you there? So let's say you do become, and I'm not saying he is, let's say you do become the chairman of Revolt off of text messages. Secondly, so I'm just letting you know, text messages aren't contracts or confirmation. I'm just putting that out there so you know. It does hold up in court, just so you know, but it's not confirmation of anything. But let's just say you are, now you're going to get in a building and nobody wants you there. So now what? You're the chairman. Nobody's going to do what you ask them to do. Nobody's going to follow protocol of whatever the chairman's supposed to do. You're going to try and come in there and bring content and whatever. I don't fucking know. I have no idea. It has nothing to do with me. But my thing is this, and Dame's problem for the last 15 years is that him, and I get where he's coming from. He wants to be the talent because he feels the talent that he got over the years doesn't look out for him. So now he's like, I'm the talent. I'm Billy Pablo. I'm the rock and roll star. Nah, I got my own show, this, that, and the third, this, that, and the third. And to be honest with you, Dame's talent is finding talent, not being the talent. That's his talent. Not being the talent, finding the talent. So that's why I be looking at it and they be like, yo, but people got to realize this. When they be like, yo, shit is viral. Viral is not always a good thing. This nigga being viral for being a goofy, niggas be laughing at you, nigga. A-Town, no disrespect to A-Town, that's I like this content. He was viral all the time. A bunch of other niggas, Hammerhead, Sharkhead, them that ever back then, they viral. Don't compare the word viral with cool. That's two totally different things. So as far as him being the chairman, I don't give a fuck. Like I said, you heard what the Revolt people said. So I'm not even arguing about that. That's first and foremost. So it doesn't matter to me if he isn't. I don't work for Revolt. But the one thing I would say is how the chairman, you the chairman, and everybody in the building got more money than you. So you just want the title boss. The janitor, the secretaries, everybody in the cubicles, programming, marketing. What you want? You want to ask them for lunch money? You are the brokest boss ever. But you're not even the boss. But I'm just saying, how you the boss and you can't get to work? You ain't got no money to get to work. Congratulations. Second part of the question was what, son?
You answered the second part.
Okay. All right, my bad.
This whole situation just proves that ownership hits different when you really built it yourself. The way Cameron broke it down, you can tell he's in a whole different space in his life. This isn't about old beef or who's smarter in the room. This is about control, structure, and understanding how business really works in today's world. See, a lot of people confuse independence with isolation, but what Cam just showed us is that independence means freedom, financial, creative, and emotional. Cam made it clear, he doesn't work for Revolt. He licenses his show to Revolt. That's a major difference that a lot of artists and entrepreneurs still don't grasp. When you own your content, you move differently. You make partnerships, not payroll. And that's why he's so unbothered by Dame Dash's claims or whoever's name is attached to that title. Because at the end of the day, titles don't move the needle. Contracts do. Now I gotta give Cam credit for how calm he handled this. He didn't take the bait. He didn't get emotional. He just laid out the facts. That's the new wave of business. Not loud, not dramatic, just paperwork and power moves. You can tell he's grown from the old roc-a-fella days when everything was public and emotional. This is a man who's been through real business wars and came out understanding how to move like an executive. And the part that hit the hardest was when he said, "You could never be my boss." Now that wasn't ego. That was just clarity. He wasn't disrespecting Dame Dash. He was drawing a line between ownership and employment. You can't fire somebody who doesn't work for you. And I think that's a message a lot of people in entertainment need to hear right now. The more you control your own product, the less anybody can dictate your future. But what I also respect is that Cam didn't clown Dame. He actually gave him credit for being smart, for having vision, and for discovering talent. He just said what most people already see, that Dame Dash's real gift was funding the stars, not trying to be the star. And that's not shade, that's perspective. There's a difference between building a brand and trying to become one. This isn't about Cam versus Dame. It's about two men who came up together in the culture, took different paths, and now move according to their own understanding of power. Cam chose independence and peace. Dame's still fighting for recognition, but that's life. Everybody defines success differently. And you can tell Cam's winning on his own terms. His Revolt deal is his. His content is his. His name is still strong. That's the reward for years of consistency and staying solid. He's showing that you don't need validation from the industry when you are the industry. Because the real boss isn't the one with the title. It's the one who still gets paid when the titles change. So let me ask y'all this. Do you think Cameron handled this situation the right way, or should he have called out Dame Dash more directly? And deeper than that, what's more valuable in today's culture? Being viral or being in control? Let me know your thoughts on this down below in the comment section. And make sure you like and subscribe. Peace.